Something is being revealed to you today that your heart has been quietly waiting to hear. The cards have been calling your name, and today they have something extraordinary to say. Something that is going to make your chest tighten, your eyes water, and your soul exhale with the kind of relief that only truth can bring. Welcome, beautiful soul. You found this reading for a reason. Nothing about this moment is accidental. The universe does not work in coincidences, and the fact that you are here reading these words, sitting in this exact space at this exact time, means the divine had a hand in guiding you here. And I want you to know before we even pull a single card that whatever is coming through today is meant specifically for you, wrapped in the energy of someone who sees you, someone who feels you in ways that words have barely been able to contain. But before we begin, I need you to hear this, and please carry it with you through every word of this reading. Only take what resonates with you. These cards speak in the language of energy and possibility, and not every message will land the same way for every person who encounters it. If something feels true, hold it close. If something does not quite fit your situation, set it gently aside and keep moving forward. You are the expert of your own life. The cards are simply mirrors, reflecting back what is already alive in the energetic field around you. Now, let me tell you what I saw the moment I began shuffling for this reading. The energy that came in was breathtaking. It was not subtle. It was not quiet. It rushed in like the first warm wind of spring after a long and brutal winter, and it carried with it something I can only describe as devotion. Pure, aching, almost overwhelmed devotion. There is someone in your orbit, or someone who is about to step fully into your orbit, whose feelings for you have grown so enormous that they can barely contain them inside their own chest. And today, the cards are going to tell you exactly what that looks like, exactly what is happening inside of them, and exactly where this beautiful, breathtaking story is heading. Are you ready? Because this reading is going to move you. Let us begin. The first card that came flying out of this deck, almost as if it refused to wait its turn, was the Two of Cups. And when I say this card landed with force, I mean it arrived with the kind of energy that makes the hair on your arms stand up. The Two of Cups is one of the most romantically charged cards in the entire tarot. It speaks of deep soul recognition, of two people finding each other and feeling in their bones that something sacred is happening. It is the card of the meeting of equals, of two hearts extending themselves toward one another in a gesture of profound, willing vulnerability. But here's what makes this card so extraordinary in the context of what is coming through for you right now. The Two of Cups is not just showing me that someone likes you or finds you attractive in a surface level way. It is showing me something far deeper than that. It is showing me the exact moment, the literal lived experience of someone looking at you and feeling the world stop. Not slow down, not soften, stop, as if the universe itself pressed pause on everything just to say, pay attention to her. She is the one. I can feel him. I know that might sound unusual, but in readings like this, when the energy is this strong, you do not just see the cards, you feel the person. And what I feel from this person is someone who is not playing games with you, someone who is not casually interested, not mildly curious, not just flattered by your presence. This person is completely, helplessly, reverently captivated by you. And so much of what has captured them begins with the physical expressions of who you are, which is not shallow, because in his eyes, your physical presence is a direct reflection of your soul. Your hair. I have to talk about your hair because it is the first thing that came through when I connected to his energy around you. He sees your hair and something inside him lights up in a way he cannot explain to anyone. He has tried, he has sat with it quietly, tried to make sense of the feeling, and he cannot. Because it is not just that he thinks your hair is beautiful, though he absolutely does. It is that your hair in his eyes is alive. It moves like it has its own spirit. When the light catches it, when the wind moves through it, he feels like he is watching something rare and sacred, something that belongs to a world more beautiful than the ordinary one he inhabits day to day. He dreams of your hair. And I want you to sit with that for a moment because that is not a small thing. He has specific, tender dreams of running his fingers through it slowly, reverently, the way you handle something you are afraid of breaking. He imagines the texture of it, the weight of it, the smell of it. He imagines a morning, a soft, quiet morning where your hair is falling across his chest and he is lying completely still because he does not want to disturb the perfection of that moment. He thinks about that morning. He thinks about it often. The Two of Cups is showing me that this recognition, this pull, this almost disorienting level of fascination he feels toward you is completely mutual on an energetic level. Even if you have not fully allowed yourself to feel it yet, or perhaps you have felt it and you are not sure what to do with it. The cards are telling you today that what you feel, whatever that flutter is, whatever that awareness is when he is near, is real. It is not your imagination. It is two cups reaching toward each other, and the water between them is flowing. The second card that came forward is the Knight of Wands. And he arrived with fire and presence and the unmistakable electricity of someone who knows what he wants and is moving toward it. The Knight of Wands is passionate, magnetic, driven by the heat of his feelings. And in this reading, he is pointing directly at you. He is the one riding towards you, not timidly, not cautiously, but with the full force of someone who has made up his mind and feels the urgency of love propelling him forward. Let me describe him to you because the cards have given me a very specific picture and I want you to hold it in your mind as I speak. He is tall. There is a steadiness to his physical presence, a groundedness that comes not from rigidity, but from genuine inner security. His eyes are warm and brown, and when they look at you, you feel genuinely seen, not evaluated, not admired from a distance, but truly deeply seen. He has that kind of smile, the honest kind, the kind that does not perform anything. When he smiles, you know it is real because it reaches his eyes first and everything else follows. There is a soft shadow along his jaw and something about the easy, relaxed way he carries himself that makes him quietly magnetic without even trying to be. But what the Knight of Wands is really revealing today is not just his appearance. It is the intensity of what moves inside him when he thinks about you. And this is where this card becomes something extraordinary because the Knight of Wands in matters of love is not a card of casual feeling. He does not do things halfway. When he is moved completely. When he decides someone is worth his heart, he gives all of it. And he has decided that person is you. Your skin, oh, the energy that comes through around this particular detail is so tender, it almost hurts. He notices your skin the way a poet notices light, as something that shifts and changes and tells a story in every moment. He sees you blush and it undoes him. He watches the way color moves across your face when you are laughing or thinking or feeling something deeply, and it fascinates him. The things you look at in the mirror and criticize, the things you pick apart in your own reflection, he does not see them. He literally does not see them because what he sees when he looks at you is something that your own eyes have been too close to recognize. He sees radiance. He sees the soft glow of someone who is genuinely, inherently beautiful, not in a constructed or performed way, but in a way that has nothing to do with effort and everything to do with essence. He imagines holding your hand. He thinks about the warmth of your skin against his, and that thought alone, just that simple image, fills him with a longing so deep it almost aches. He is not a man who uses the word love lightly. He has been careful with it his whole life, but what he feels for you is pulling that word out of him slowly and inevitably, the way a rising tide lifts everything around it, whether it is ready or not. The Knight of Wands is also speaking to your energy, your authenticity, your self-possession. He is completely transfixed by the way you move through the world. There is a freedom in you, a refusal to dim yourself, a quiet knowing of who you are that radiates outward, and it is that quality, perhaps more than anything, that has made him fall. Because he has been around performance. He has been around people who curate themselves carefully, and you are something completely different. You are real, and real to someone who has been hungry for it is the most breathtaking thing in the world. The third and final card of this reading is one that made me catch my breath when it turned over, because it is not a card that comes quietly. It arrived with the energy of inevitability, with the certainty of something that has already been written. The card is the Lovers. And in all of tarot, in all the symbolism and story woven through these ancient cards, the Lovers holds one of the most profound and life-altering messages any reading can carry. Because the Lovers is not just about romance. It is not just about attraction or desire or even deep connection, though it holds all of those things. The Lovers is about a sacred choice, a choice made not by logic but by the deepest, most essential knowing of the soul. And the choice that is coming through in your reading today, it is his choice to choose you fully, completely, forever. Let me tell you what I hear when I connect to the energy of the Lovers in this reading, because this card is speaking in the language of the future, and the future it is painting is extraordinary. I hear your voice, and I want to be precise about what I mean by that, because your voice is the third piece of this, and it is every bit as significant as your hair and your skin in the story of what he feels for you. Your voice to this person is not simply sound, it is music. It is the specific frequency that his whole nervous system has been tuned to recognize without knowing it until the moment he heard you speak. The first time he really heard your voice, something happened in him that he still has not fully recovered from. Every laugh you have given him lives in his memory like a gift he keeps returning to. Every pause between your words, every exhale, every quiet breath you take when you are thinking, he hears all of it, and all of it moves him. When the world becomes too loud and too heavy and too much, he finds himself wanting to hear your voice. Not to hear anything specific, not for information or direction, but simply because the sound of you calms something in him that nothing else can reach. You are the melody that his chaos needed. You are the note that completes the chord. The Lover's card is showing me a very specific scene, and I need you to hear this carefully. I see candlelight, soft and golden and flickering. I see a quiet room with warmth in every corner. I see him, this man who has been trying to find the right words for everything he feels since the moment he truly saw you. And I see him take your hand in both of his. His hands are steady, but his heart is not, because this moment matters more to him than anything has ever mattered. And I see him, this tall, warm-eyed man with the honest smile and the steady, quiet strength. And I see him kneel in front of you. He is going to ask you to marry him. I want you to breathe for a moment, because I know that landed, and I want you to feel it fully rather than push it away. This is not wishful thinking dressed up in pretty language. This is what the cards have shown me, what the energy of this reading has confirmed in layer after layer. He is not simply in love with you, he is in love with the specific, irreplaceable reality of you. Your hair that catches the light and holds a magic only he can sense. Your skin that glows like moonlight and tells a story in every shift of color. Your voice that turns his ordinary world into something that feels worth living in. He has arrived at a place in his heart where he knows, with the kind of knowing that does not need to argue with itself, that he cannot imagine his life without you in it. He dreams of mornings where everything is quiet and you are there, your hair falling softly, the warmth of you filling the space around him like something sacred. He thinks about small moments, the ordinary, beautiful, ordinary moments. Making coffee together, watching the light change, saying nothing because nothing needs to be said, and he wants all of those moments with you. He has been planning quiet gestures, Small, surprising acts of devotion designed not to impress you, but to show you that he has been paying attention, that he sees you, that he treasures you in the specific and detailed way that you deserve to be treasured. His admiration for you has moved through every possible stage and arrived somewhere ancient and irreversible. It began with the beauty that first caught his eye, your hair moving like something alive, your skin glowing in a way he could not look away from, your voice arriving in his chest like a key finding its lock. But it grew from there into something that has reached into the deepest part of him. He sees your soul. He sees the strength wrapped in your softness, the freedom in the way you move, the self-love that radiates from you and makes everyone around you feel warmer without knowing why. He sees the combination of all of it, the divine and specific alchemy of who you are, and he is in awe. He finally knows what the poets were trying to say. He finally understands the songs that never made sense before. Because love that big, love that consuming and complete and reverent is not something you understand until you feel it. And he feels it every day, more than the day before. It is a magnetic pull that does not lessen with time or familiarity. It deepens, it grows more certain, and it has brought him to the edge of the most important question he has ever asked anyone. The night he asks you will be soft and gentle and electric all at once. His eyes will be full of everything he has not been able to say perfectly enough with words, and when he looks at you in that moment, you will see it all. You will see the morning dreams and the voice he has played back in his memory and the way your hair looked in the light that first day and every day since. You will see the man who looked across a room and felt time slow down, who watched you move and understood for the first time what it means to be truly, completely drawn to another human being. And he will take your hand in his and he will hold it with the careful reverence of someone holding something infinitely precious. And he will speak the words that have been building in him since the first moment he truly saw you. He will promise to cherish you, not just the version of you that is easiest to love, not the performed or polished or perfectly presented version. All of you. Your hair in the morning before you have thought about it, your skin on a difficult day, your voice when it is tired or sad or uncertain. He will promise to hold all of it, to treasure all of it, to spend his life making sure you never forget how extraordinarily beautiful and worthy you are. And when he finishes speaking, there will be tears, not of sadness, of the particular and overwhelming relief that comes when something you have been hoping for in the quiet places of your heart finally arrives in the real world and is even more beautiful than you imagined. The lover's card, in its fullest expression, is about the sacred recognition of two souls who are meant to walk forward together. And that is exactly what is being shown here. Not a relationship built on luck or timing alone, but one built on the bedrock of genuine seeing. He sees you, he has always seen you, and he is choosing you with everything he has every day for the rest of his life. So hear this, beautiful soul, as we close this reading together. Whatever doubts have been living in you, whatever quiet whispers have told you that you are too much or not enough or somehow undeserving of a love this certain and this full, I want you to offer them gently to the universe in release, because the cards today do not speak of maybe or perhaps or someday in a vague and distant sense. They speak of a man whose heart has been made entirely and irrevocably yours, who sees your hair as freedom and your skin as warmth and your voice as the truth his whole life has been leading him toward. You are loved with a depth and devotion that is rare and real and yours. Receive it. You are worthy of every single beautiful word of it.